Oh. Good morning, everybody. Today I have Bill, and I am heading out through the pasture and into the woods. Yesterday, I was trying to move my skid steer out into the field here, and we have been getting, the last few days, been getting a lot of rain, and so we get into trouble. Anyways, I will show you that when we get there. This morning it was like 33 degrees first thing this morning. It's warming up quite a bit now, but it's still not that nice spring weather that we were hoping for. And so I just have Bill on my stone boat, and we're going to head out to the woods, and I want to show you something there. Careful. Careful. So my plan yesterday was to get the skid steer out here in the field so that I could clean up my firewood that's out in the field. Bill, step it there. I wanted to clean up the firewood that I have out here in the field. This is one little pile here, another pile a little bit farther on. Out in the woods itself is really wet. In this pasture ground, it's actually quite dry, mostly because it's so stony. And but anyways, I can maneuver out here perfectly fine, and my plan is to at some point here soon get Baron and Bill hitched up to the wagon and have the skid steer here to load it up and load this stuff on the wagon and take it down to the barn. We have green grass enough, and it's almost ready to let animals out. So the colts will come out into this pasture here, and I also have some heifers to come out here. And Bill, careful, has not been hitched up. This is Wednesday. Saturday was the last time we actually did any plowing, and he is feeling pretty good, which is no surprise. But we'll head out through the pasture here. This particular job I'm doing is something that I probably would have been farther ahead to have Brenda or somebody help me with, but Brenda's gone for the morning, and so I really need to get it done. So I'm going to attempt to do alone with Bill, and I think I can do it, but we'll just have to wait and see. So this out here is my oat ground, and I'm definitely seeing some oats popping through. The taller grass that you see is actually just crack grass, I'm sure. That's not the oats. And I don't know, maybe you can't see that anyways, but there is a little bit of oats starting to poke through. Catch up. sure what we actually got for inches over the last 2 days, but it's been a decent amount. And the forecast for the next 2 weeks does not sound good at all. A lot of rain. I'm hoping that there'll be a lot of days when it's just showers, or showers for a few hours and dry for a few hours, so I can start getting outdoor stuff done. Probably have to do some sawing to keep me busy during the rainy weather. So this is another pile I want to get moved out of the pasture, and that shouldn't be a problem at all. I do have some lumber orders to do too, and I'm all out of logs down here, so I may be jumping back and forth between the firewood, which I need to get done, and the logs I need to get for my customers. And so we'll just see how that goes. Unfortunately, the logs are up on another piece of property that we own up the road quite a ways, so it's quite a ways to jump back and forth, but we'll just have to do what we can do. There may be some firewood up there I can get out instead of having to jump back here, but we'll just have to see. Catch that. Sometimes you do awful dumb things. Yesterday I went through and actually fixed this pasture, the fence in this pasture. Because I was fixing it, I decided to hitch the gate back up and never gave it a thought, and we actually ran right into it. Oh, guy. Step on. Ha, hip, ha, 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 ha. Okay, so here we are in the woods, and this is the problem I have. I have the skid steer stuck. So Bill's up there tied to a tree, and I'll go show you where we came from and why I'm in the predicament that I'm in. This little trail here that I'm attempting to come through is a trail that I knew was questionable because of the water. As you can see, you've been getting a lot of water. You got water sitting everywhere. But anyways, I was able to get that far before I got kind of stuck. No doubt stuck. And I can't even back up, and I have no choice. It has to be pulled out of there. But the reason I came this trail is because now down in here is where my other firewood logs are, and I haven't been down in here for like 2 weeks. I did bring the excavator down the other day, and so I'm going to leave that here while I take the skid steer out. But it's not too bad right here on this road, but as you can see up that road there, I really thought I'd get into more trouble with the skid steer, and so I decided to go around through the woods, and I thought I could get through the trees all right, and I thought it'd be okay, but I wasn't. And I just didn't want to go on this road here, because when I came with the excavator I kind of leveled it out a little bit, and so I didn't want to make more ruts in there. It's kind of rutty even now, but it would have been worse if I buried the skid steer in there, although I could have easily leveled it out with the excavator. So that probably, as it turns out, that probably would have been my wisest thing to do. Not only that, if I got stuck there, I could have easily just pushed it out with the excavator if I had some help. But I chose to come through this little trail here, and at the time I thought it'd be okay. but it turned out it wasn't. So now what I have to do is start the skid steer up, get that warmed up, pick my forks up in the air a little ways so I can get a chain hitched underneath the forks, and then I'm going to have to hitch Ken onto this, and then hopefully he'll behave in mind. And I'm a little bit concerned because he's feeling so good this morning, but I'm going to have to trust him to pull on his own, and I'm going to have to, hopefully he'll stay in place till I get back in the skid steer so I can drive the skid steer while he pulls it up out of here. I'm pretty confident he can do it. I did not want to bring a team in here because of the tight quarters, and I didn't want to hitch Bear and my 3-year-old onto a situation like this just in case. If Bill for some reason can't pull it, mentally he can handle hitching onto something he can't pull at his stage and age in his life. But for Baron, I don't want that. So we'll see how this goes. It may be a disaster, but I don't think so. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes. So I will set the camera up on top of the skid steer so we can watch and see how this progresses. I decided at this point that I wanted to just drive Bill out to sort of make a trail that he could see so he knew exactly where to go, because if he was to turn left or right, it caused a lot of trouble. So I decided to make it clear to him that he was going to be going out this trail, and so that he would pull it the same way. So that went really even better than I expected. Bill did really good. I'll just show you where we just came from. What had happened the other day, and I gotta be careful because I'm too far from Bill, but that root right there is actually what caused me more trouble than the mud itself. I couldn't jump up over those roots. But anyways, there's no way it would come out without Bill's help. So I'm so pleased that went well. And I would just very much caution for people that have horses that don't have a horse as trustworthy as Bill, but even more importantly, if they don't have the experience to do something like this, don't do it. Even for myself, I've been doing this for years. I've hitched on many times. It still gives me a great concern to do something like this without being on the lines, to drive and control my horse, to make sure they're going to mind. So many things can go wrong, as I've shown in my videos even. But he did great today, so all was well. And I thank you guys for bearing with me and watching this video, and you guys have a great day.